close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Hi, my name is Rachel Garcia, and today we are going to be talking to Ms. Borra. Hi, what is your name and what do you teach?
Hi, so my name is Miss Marie Borra. I prefer to be called Miss B because it's easier. I currently teach AP Stats, Economics, Psychology, and English. 12th graders.
Nice.
Yeah.
What made you become a teacher?
Well, it's do you want the long story or the short story? Or I can also summarize it. So I come from a family of teachers. My mom is currently a special education teacher. She's been a special education teacher for about, I would like to say 27 years now. So it's basically my entire life. I also have an older sister who is also a special education teacher. And I have a twin sister who is also a special education teacher. So as you can see, again, a family of teachers. And the reason why I wanted to become a teacher is because I've always wanted to help people. When I was growing up, I just never really found out how I can do that. So when I started exploring my options, I found that teaching could be the best way that I could help people. So that's why I'm here.
Nice. What ethnicity are you?
So I actually like to have people guess this because they never get it right the first time. So I would have you guess first before I say.
I don't know.
So I'm Filipino.
Oh.
A lot of people assume that I'm a mix of Chinese and Spanish. I think it's because I have really small eyes and my complexion, but I am 100% Filipino.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah.
What are your hobbies?
My hobbies include I sleep a lot. Because of because of work, and I'm also still in school. I tend to just enjoy sleeping, but I also really love baking. I also love cooking. So if you don't see me sleeping, you'll see me in the kitchen either baking or cooking. Yeah.
What is one thing students don't know about you?
BW knows this. I think she's the only one that really knows this, but I am terrified, and I mean terrified of balloons. Kaylin knows this as well, actually. I remember this really actually really well because this was the moment where I was just deathly terrified of balloons when I was 5 or 6. I see this kid, he's about maybe 2 years older than me. He was blowing up a balloon using his mouth, right? And he wanted to blow up the balloon so big, which he did, and eventually popped in his face. So when I witnessed that, I said to myself, I'm never going near any balloons because it was the sound that really terrified me. So whenever I see a helium balloon, I cannot go near it because I have this phobia of when it pops, something's bad is going to happen to me. And it's very irrational, but that's one thing that not a lot of people, especially my students, know about me.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Oh I have a lot, but at the moment I am enjoying Korean barbecue. I really love Korean barbecue. I really know a good place. I know a good place around Prospect Park, which I would really love to take my students as a trip. Because Korean barbecue is just one of those cuisines that not a lot of people really get to experience. So it would be great just to kind of expand, people's taste buds, and also just the culture of it all, like Korean barbecue. I think not a lot of people really know what Korean food or cuisines really are. So it would be great to, bring students in that restaurant just so they can experience it. I think it's really great. So,
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. How important is student-teacher relationship?
Very important. To me, it's my main goal to establish that relationship from the beginning, especially in the very first start of the school year. I definitely know that having a good student relationship establishes you as a person, not only as a teacher, but it also creates a safe space for both you and for you and the students that you're currently working with. And it also helps me, at least personally, to be able to communicate with them effectively, because it's one way when you're only talking to them as a teacher, but it changes a whole different way when you talk to them as if they were your friend. So I really do believe that establishing that relationship with your students from the get-go creates this space where you both can communicate with each other. Of course.